All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm here with Alicia again with an update on everything that is happening out there financially and how it affects us. So today we're going to be talking about CERB, the benefit that's available, CERB, sometimes I've heard it being called as well. And here we are with Alicia and her amazing platform. So Alicia, can you let us know now that CERB is available? What does it mean? Who's available? Tell us the scoop.
Sure. So it's been available for a little while now, and a lot of people have applied, and so it's going well. I think a lot of people are being helped, and what we're noticing is even though it's available, it's still changing in terms of eligibility and process. And so I think it's great. It means our government is trying to get money to people as quickly as possible, but also listening when some people are being excluded and trying their best to include them. So one of the big changes that's happened recently is that previously CERB was only available for people who were earning no money during the period of time that you were applying for, which the first period for CERB is March 15th to April 12th. But after seeing so many people who are still earning a little bit, either through late paid invoices or some work that can still be completed, they would not be eligible, but they're definitely not making enough to earn their proper living. So they've now allowed that if you're making up to $1,000 in that period of time, so in that month, then you still are eligible.
So that's really great because in our network, lots of people are contractors and they could be generating some income, but not enough to survive, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So, and there's some people who are still not eligible, as we know. So if you aren't a resident of Canada, like as in you're not currently residing in Canada, if you quit a job voluntarily, so not because of COVID-related reasons, you can't be eligible for it. If you have to be over 15 years old, you have to have earned at least $5,000 in 2019 or in the last 12 months. And that includes employment income, self-employment income, and also other benefits. So if you were on EI for some reason. And then also if you're earning more than $1,000 a month right now, especially during those specific 4-week periods, then you are currently still not eligible for it. Okay. Like I said before, things are changing all the time and that may continue to change.
Yes.
But that's how it stands right now. And that includes self-employment income. And so I would, you can always still try to apply and they'll let you know if it counts or not. But
yeah, not even 3 days ago, self-employed were not even eligible to gain this benefit. So tell me a bit about who's not eligible. We went through that already, but I think that a lot of self-employed also could come into a category where they own their business, their corporation business, and they pay out dividends. And I've heard so much about not being eligible for this. Is that right?
Yeah, so I think the way they're looking at it for CERB, and it's important to keep in mind that different benefits are kind of being looked at differently. So for CERB, if you're receiving dividend income and during that time, and
Hey, Alicia, I think we lost you here for a second. Okay, but we were talking about dividends. Go ahead. It's really interesting.
Right. So if you are incorporated and you pay yourself through dividends, then that could still count as your monthly income. It depends on when the money's coming into your account and how you're paying yourself. Many people who are incorporated will also do a mix of salary and dividend. So it will depend a lot on how your specific tax structure is set up. In those cases, if you have an accountant, speak to them. Otherwise, it never hurts to just phone in and try to apply and tell them your specific situation. And they'll be able to rule out pretty quickly if you're not eligible. But one quick thing I want to caution people is right now, a lot of people are saying, oh, they're not really checking my documents. And so if I apply, I can get this money and then I'll be okay. But if you know you're not eligible based on the basic items of eligibility, they're going to be looking at it later. They'll see what money's coming in and they'll see if you were T4'd or anything for it. And they've made it very clear you will have to pay back these benefits if you weren't eligible. So you're going to put a bill on yourself later. So it's best to just be upfront.
Another thing is the biggest question, it is taxable. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not free income here.
Right, exactly. It's not free income. It's taxable. And some people are thinking, well, I'm so low in the tax, like I earn so little that I won't be required to pay any tax. However, it's going to be more taxable than people think because you're going to be declaring it And then in the 2021 tax season, you'll be taxed, and they're going to be taxing you based on your bracket that you reach at that point. And so they do intend to tax people. The difference with this and EI is that EI is also taxable, but it's taxed at source. So it means that they withhold the tax from you directly in the first place. And so it looks a little bit different. So don't get the two confused.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, thank you so much for the update. It really answers a lot of questions for a lot of our contractors and people that we know in our network. So thanks so much. I also wanted to just reach out to everybody here and show you how easy and awesome this platform is, because honestly, adulthood is not easy. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to show you what I have done and how easy it is. So I've already signed up. I put my email, my name, that's it. That's all you need. And then it's going to customize the information as I go in. So it creates my dashboard. So let me just get rid of that and that. And okay, this is my information. Where am I? Because all the information is relative to where my province is. And then on here, this is a wealth of information. So all the COVID-19 info is here as a business owner, even planning for unfortunate events as losing a loved one through all of this as well. So I'm just going to select what I want to see. But I wanted to show you that there's so much info on here of resources that are not normally easy to find. Maybe if you want, Alicia, just 1 minute plug-in of what it is that you guys have here in the content, that would be awesome.
For sure. So we built Altruism primarily because we both my co-founder and I used to work in wealth management, and we would see different people getting different advice on these kinds of topics. And really, even if you pay somebody to invest your money, they aren't really trained on all of this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And it was unfortunate. And so we just started through our research, putting it on a website, and then that eventually became Altruism. And awesome. The whole point is to tell people and hopefully show them before things get really bad what steps they need to take. So even like you were mentioning, if you have a family member who's sick with COVID or someone who passes away, it's such an emotional time. And you'll maybe think back in hindsight, like, oh, if I had known this, I would have done it differently. Well, we've tried to collect those lessons in advance and give them to you for all kinds of financial life events that you might encounter.
Awesome. Okay, well, perfect. As soon as you select this, you basically go into now your dashboard and you have all the information there for you to review. So let me go back to us here. Okay, thanks so much again. This is changing anyway so rapidly and consistently that I'm sure we'll be back
I'm sure.
to give more information, digested information. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful weekend.
Okay, bye.